The Island Boys have been arrested over 35 times and are buried in over $150,000 of debt, which only makes sense since they're now literally homeless. But all of this was almost destined, as ever since that French kiss, they fell off. When they first went viral with this clip, you could already see the problem. It wasn't because of their talent but rather the total opposite. The video had as many dislikes as likes, with not a single positive comment in sight. People instantly judged them as defective human crayons, and thousands of creators mocked their appearance, while even Snoop Dogg roasted them, saying, "Gang gang, they got to use that word?" I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool. The boys responded, "If you were to say that to me in real life, I would beat his ass." But Snoop wanted no smoke. In the process, they sacrificed their looks and money. How much did you spend on all your tattoos? I spent around like $30K. It still took 2 months to release the official version of the song, and another month for the video, completely killing the hype. The primary problem with this release was that they took too long to release it while they were blowing up, and based on the dislikes, it's not surprising that these palm trees speak in their own language. This is evidence that you can overcome any disability. They were jeered off stage when they performed the song, but it was also the song that changed their lives. How much money did you guys have at the time? I didn't have much, but I was working hard. A day after it went viral, they were suddenly making $40,000 a day. Bro. We were making more than that. I'm not even playing with you, 60. We was looking at the thing, it say the top of it said you got $60,000 to do to make. Then the next day, we'll do that. The next day, another 60,000. We're like, man, what the F*** is this? Unsurprisingly, they flexed stacks of cash regularly, spending $100,000 on jewelry and another $300,000 on watches. Yet financial literacy was clearly an issue because, in the name of assets, they considered their car one. That's not even speaking on the assets that we got. We just bought a Bentley Poga, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, beautiful. All nice color. In the same month, they rejected a record deal from Kodak Black as they were making $115,000 in a night doing cameos. No surprise that these boos were living their best lives. There was just one problem: the boys never realized they weren't talented rappers, they were just a meme. And that meme was getting stale. The new music they released performed and sounded awful, but instead of improving, they had different plans. For starters, they began faking fights on TikTok to stay relevant while making ridiculous claims like Eminem is not on my level. Yet people still advised them to act wisely, but their inability to take advice was only getting worse. God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction. For real. I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something so you guys will never, ever be broke again. I don't think there's ever going to be a broke situation. But I'm saying, like, if you guys, let me tell you something, George. Stop talking. We have multiple, that was for you guys. Yeah, you. That wasn't like a hate shot. I don't need financial advice. I probably make more money. But that was me being nice. It wasn't me being like __. And it seemed after this point, their career was basically dead, until they made an unexpected comeback. Turns out the attention goblins announced they were releasing an OnlyFans account, which, to be fair, wasn't surprising. However, there were claims that they were kissing each other to promote it. I mean, they can't cross this sensitive line and post it online, right? Well, maybe they can. There's no explanation for how messed up this was, and the proof is that even Adam22 was disgusted. Your twin brother? I mean, that's a lot. That's like, to me, that's just like kind of this one sacred thing that I don't even know any female twins or female sisters that hook up with each other, and I know a bunch of sisters who are in porn, but not that hook up with each other. Yet as outrageous as it was, it certainly worked in their favor. They pulled in $400,000 in 3 months, with a massive $200,000 coming in the first month alone. But there were bigger consequences than the money they made. Pictures such as this went viral, implying that the Island Boys were connected to the Epstein scandal, which is why they were called Island Boys. To which they responded with this: "Been together ever since Jeff got him column." The Island Boys are there for a reason, and many people believe that we are connected to Jeffrey Epstein. What do you think, buddy? We are known as the Island Boys because, I swear, I don't know anything about Jeff Epstein. Even after denying the rumors, there was no comeback. Strangely, however, these idiots bragged about going to jail 35 times, but it looks like they haven't learned their lesson, because one of the Island Boys pretended to be his twin in front of the cops after allegedly driving 100 miles per hour in a parking lot. Bystanders claimed he nearly hit them, and when the cops arrived, he said someone with a gun was threatening him and he was just trying to run away. Yeah, he shot himself in the foot later, because when cops asked for his name and ID, he pretended to be his twin brother. I'm Al. Hey, my man. Don't lie to me. Look at me, dude. We know that you're not Alex. Don't lie to, we looked at the tattoos, man. You guys don't have the same tattoos. After 30 minutes, he finally admitted he was lying because his license was suspended. But when the cops confronted him about the lie, he switched up again immediately. So what about your license, suspended? I want to get my license. So you gave us a false name because your license is no good? No, bro. I'm telling you I'm Alex. Y'all reading the prank from my tattoos. Well, he ended up in jail, and even though he eventually got out, the problems didn't end there. The same brother was popped over again last month, and the K9 unit searched the car and found a plastic baggie filled with white pills, which was oxycodone, but without any prescription or reason. In addition, police also discovered a designer handbag underneath the seat containing a Glock that had been spray-painted blue and had the serial numbers missing. This landed him in jail yet again, and clearly they were no longer just clowns, they were criminals and clowns. When asked why they kissed, they put on a tough act only to embarrass themselves even more. You got to say, man, they're going to hate on you, but you say what they got to say. That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 'cause we got both of y'all here too. Yeah, so what's going on with the __? In that case, you two kissed each other, and keep your ass shut as you break this. Hey, I'd love to see you attempt that. I would love to see you do that, man. What are you talking about? I mean, what do you mean by not bringing that up, bro? You know you have to bring that up. That's what we're talking about if we're sitting here. Ironically, months later, they ended up regretting it themselves. But I was asking if I regretted doing it, or if you regret it. The kiss part? Yes. You regret it? The kiss part? Yes. You wish you had never done it? Yes. But their biggest nightmare was still coming. On the No Jumper podcast, their former manager disclosed that all of their money was gone. They may have had some on TikTok, but that's pretty much it at this point. Even though they were making cameos for 2 or 3 hours every night while I was with them, that was their only source of income. Holy. They owe me roughly $150,000 from what your percentage of the cameo money is. And they've got to have like a 45 IQ, right, combined. They're also facing numerous lawsuits, and this Chicago man is pursuing them. And, well, it's pretty much over, exposing that they still owe him $150,000. They played poker crazy, yes. They respond by flushing diamonds down the toilet to show they weren't broke, but their cameo price decline tells a different tale. The past several months have been even worse because one of the twins, Kodiak Red, is struggling.